So, Jim, two ways of being comfortable in any house. One is obviously your HVAC system, but the insulation is pretty important too. And maybe you could talk a little bit, how does insulation affect the heating and cooling efficiency?
Well, dramatically, Randy. That's why, over the years, I think it became code in '64 to insulate homes. Before that, they either did or they didn't, and a lot of them didn't. And if they did, they used an old newspaper or whatever they had. But they could feel the draft. They were uncomfortable. If they were heating with coal or whatever, it wasn't so much a fuel bill that they were worried about. But then as we started to get advanced here, we realized, and fuel costs have gone up, and we're using natural gas, that not only a comfort issue, if the house is drafty, you're going to be cold, you're going to be uncomfortable, you're going to feel those cold air currents moving through your house, but also efficiency. You'll use an immense amount of fuel, a lot more to heat the home than you normally would. And now what you do with insulation is heat transfers always from greater to lesser. So the heat, when it's 0 degrees outside on the other side of your wall, the 70-degree room you're trying to maintain is going to transfer to that 0 degree outdoor. Insulation will not stop that, it will slow it down. Okay, and that's why you have different R values. You have R11, you have R13, you have R19, and you can only get an R13 on a 4-inch wall. If you go bigger, 6-inch wall, I believe you can go 19. But the higher the R value, the slower that heat transfer. Okay, and that's going to keep your home comfortable and more fuel efficient. As far as doors and windows, yes. If you come in on a 0 degree day and you leave the front door open, somebody kicks the front door open to bring in the groceries and doesn't close it, you're going to know pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same with leaking windows, leaking doors. Infiltration is a huge heat loss. Okay. So, but what happens is some of these homes were built back in the early 1900s, but they've upgraded them. They've insulated the walls. They've put in new doors and windows. So it's not the same heat loss as it was when it was built, and that's why it's necessary to do a new calculation to put in the right size furnace and air, so you're not dramatically oversized.
And Jim, that insulation, that also keeps your house cool during the summer, keeps the cool in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because like I said, it inhibits heat transfer. So in the summertime, it's just the opposite. You're trying to maintain a 70-degree room, and your 95 outside is transferring through the wall to your cooler room. We can't stop it, but we can slow it down. And that's what we're doing with insulation.
Well, boy, whoever invented insulation deserves a pat on the back, because it sounds like it made a huge difference in being comfortable. So, hey, I'm glad you stopped by to watch, and watch some more of the videos we have. Jim shares a whole bunch about keeping your house comfortable at all times of the year. ForquerHeatingandCooling.com has plenty of videos. If you're not already there, check it out.